All right, there we go. Let me do the usual, make sure everything's working okay. But I don't think... all right. You always gotta adjust the audio when you restart it on PC. There we go. Hopefully now the game's audio has been picked up and it's not too loud. We'll lower that just ever so slightly. But yeah, today's gonna be the same. I'm just gonna be practicing Tian Ying in Where Winds Meet. I think I'm pretty okay with phase 2 now, but I'm still getting completely beat up in phase 3, so I'll probably be doing like elite practice for phase 3. Let's just see, right? If I begin and if we actually make it to phase 3 without dying, I think we'll be okay. I was originally gonna start stream much earlier, but then I realized that this week is Games Awards, right? And took a look at the page and then I just got completely stuck on there for a bit. Like, voted for everything. Let me just say the nominations are very expected. Except for the esports one, right? Mainly because I have no idea how that scene functions and the people in it. But yeah, all of the other nominations were like, yeah, I kind of saw this coming. Nothing unexpected. Yeah, as you guys can see, I'm still on PC today, not on console. Once I get enough practice, I'll probably... Well, look at all the people who died here. I'm guessing this is from the fall damage and not from the actual boss fight itself. But yeah. I've kept the control there just so that I can take a look at the footage and review all the deflect timings later. And usually when I start off, it's really bad, so I wouldn't be surprised if I die during phase 1 too. And also there's a problem with how poor my PC is, right? Because it takes a while for Tian Ying's model to actually load in, and there are times where he'll just bonk me on the head before he loads in properly. But yeah, there we go. And I prefer rolling instead of using... Okay, yeah. Definitely off my game tonight. I always feel like I should be doing that one, even though I really shouldn't. Yeah, rolling using the low blade here, just to get a level 1 charge, is so much better for me. Also, wow, okay, you know what? I can't pause because this is not an abyss fight. Ow. I wanted to pause because the audio is so loud. Okay, let's just kill ourselves and lower the audio. Why is it so loud? I thought we had just did this the other day. Or maybe it's because I messed with audio. I'm gonna lower that on my own headset so that it's not in my ear. I should really be doing elite practice, but let's just heal and try again. I feel so bad just dying for phase 1 here. Heal. We gotta at least get through phase 1, right? Phase 2, I completely understand if he just completely bodies me. And hope the model loads and I don't get hit by things I don't see. Unfortunate. just wait this out. Really? Oh. Lost my temper for that one. And I forgot to charge. There we go. At least we made it to phase 1. It's not perfect though. Ideally we should be making it through phase 1 without getting hit at all. This is not fun when you do. And it's a very long fight with 3 phases. And he's not loaded in. Come on. There we go. Oh, okay. You know what? Fine. I'll just heal her. It's not healing. The delay. Gotta remember it. And here I thought I was confident in phase 2, but I'm just getting hit. I kind of wish I could cancel that last hit for Moonblade on the charge. Yep, I expected that. Let me try once again. I want to get to phase 3 at least before I start elite practice. So we'll start from phase 1 once more. Without relying on heals this time, preferably. At least he didn't hit me when he was not loaded in. That always kind of puts a damper. For some reason, I feel like that last hit is always delayed, even though it's like really not. Like, if you place a good tempo around it, you could actually just get all those hits there very easily. It's a shame I'm getting hit. Really don't need to delay it except for the very last hit. Oh, okay. Didn't get the second charge. You shouldn't be stunned. Lost way too much health in phase 1. That's not good. Phase 1 ideally should be perfect. If you're messing up phase 1, you should just restart. Just restart. No, okay. And the delay always getting me. Wow. We won't let this begin and I'm already on a sliver of health. I'm not gonna heal though. It takes me a while to always adjust to that, right? I know it's there, but I need to get hit by it a few times before my mind is like, okay, you gotta stop pressing immediately. He's fainting. Not too bad. We took some hits, but the bubble shield at the beginning just absorbed a lot of those. Nope. Not this time. Give him a kick before he goes up. Wrong move. Wow. That was bad. Even though I know he's gonna do the roundhouse kick right at the beginning, I still get caught up on it. Oh, come on. This fellow, I swear. Thought I was early there. Again. Now you can tell that I haven't played in a while since I'm mistaking the buttons. I even saw it come. Maybe I should just back off after a while, right? Once he gets up, because I'm never quite sure what he's doing because he's slightly turned. But his attacks always just change to hit me immediately. Just back off and make sure he faces you so that I can see what's coming. Yeah, we're gonna try until we get to phase 3. I feel confident that we can get there. So should I just start with... Okay, well, never mind. I entered the arena. Oh, I do have barricade. Took a risk. Level 3 is not worth it. we'll just do a level 2 charge there during the dodge. There's ample enough time to do that, but not for the level 3. And I can usually stagger him even if he's attacking me. Hitboxes. Ah, delay again. Nope. Wow. This is a battle. Okay. Wait, no, I can't restart because we're in the actual battle. I keep forgetting. I've done so many Abyss trials, I always assume that if things go bad, I can just pause and just restart. Even though that's not the case here. Until we defeat him at least once, which I'm having a lot of trouble with. Yeah, we'll get there. Eventually. Okay, enter with Drumbeat on. I missed Drumbeat. Just... well, at least we have the shield for that. No need to worry. Don't delay that. It's a feint. It's just a simple 1-2 and then delay. Even though it looks delayed, you should just be parrying that. One strike, back off. Dodge the wave. He didn't stagger this time, interesting. That was an animation lock. Back off. I wonder if the stagger is just a certain amount of damage, and the charge is meeting that threshold. So many things about where wins meets mechanics I'm not sure about. Alright, phase 2 once more. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, ideally we should be getting that back kick into the triple spin every time, because it is a lot of posture damage. Did I mistime that? Kick. Double punch. Yes. This time? No. It's not a learning thing if you don't make it without the bot. See if this works. Is it not staggering? Yeah. Wow, a sliver of health left. Well, we made it to phase 3, but I'm gonna die here because I have no idea how his phase 3 moves function. Like, we haven't learned the timings for these at all. Somehow I managed to kick it though by spamming it. Yeah, he just disappears everywhere. Now I'll actually go into lead practice. I'm satisfied that I got enough practice that we can do phase 1 and 2 without relying on our healing pots. Ideally, we should not be getting hit, though I think I'll always get hit by that roundhouse kick of his because it comes out so quickly and I react so slowly. But even then, as long as we don't lose too much pots before phase 3, we should be okay. So I'm gonna go into elite practice. I'm gonna start from phase 2 here and just start the deflections here so that we don't get like too lose my muscle memory for it in another sense. And then a lot of phase 3 practice afterwards. That's probably going to be the entire stream tonight. Just me practicing phase 2 and 3 over and over again. I know Moblade isn't the most ideal of weapons for this, but I'd rather just do it with the Moblade. Okay. Surprised I got hit there. Overconfidence, I tell you. What? Okay, I feel like my inputs are being taken in so slowly here. I'm not gonna attack him. We're just gonna practice deflecting the whole time. The delay. And he got me with the kick too. Oh, we couldn't do the gap closer. It didn't allow us. Yeah, see, that first kick, I always have trouble with it. It just comes out so quickly. And Mikh'a doesn't like it when you knock him out of this form, because he tries to go back to it almost immediately. Still too soon? Okay. It's always the first roundhouse kick which baits me off, and the delays. He hasn't done the roundhouse kick in a while, so I'm guessing it's gonna be that or he's gonna jump up here. Yep. And when I know it's coming, it's a bit easier to defend against. Just gotta keep it in the back of my mind. He's expected to do the roundhouse every few attacks, so... I'm not even sure what happened there. Did he get stuck on the environment? It felt like it. another kick that's difficult to block if you're not expecting it. The little kick in the middle. It's part of the combo, and you have to press even before he starts, like at the very start of his animation, otherwise you get hit. Once again, if you know it's coming, it's easy to do, and I'm losing my focus since I'm talking so much. Yeah, it's easy to do if you know it's coming, but if you're not prepared for it, you always get hit. Roundhouse? Wow, that was bad, that was bad. I did not delay in the middle there. Gotta remember to delay after the first attack. And then spam the parries. I wanted to practice it more. Kinda wish we had like arena training options where we could practice specific moves. But then it also sort of defeats the point because half of the fight is just learning that he's gonna do these after a while. To get better timing the very first one. I'm looking at the palm for the first one. He got staggered on that attack, the one that we need to practice the most. And, yep. That variation too. Like, occasionally he'll do a variation where he'll do a double punch instead of the kick. Now trying to do this hitless is gonna be very difficult. Especially on that base. Double punch, punch, leg kick. Yep. That is a chain I have almost never seen. And one of the reasons why you should always back off after he does a ground punch is the timing gets a bit wonky because he's facing the other way. Like if you miss the parry timing for the first one, there is a chance you might get hit. Look at Trump around here. And wait for the camera shake. There we go. Too soon. Delay, delay. Yeah, he's gonna do the roundhouse. Yep. Now, if he doesn't do the dash towards you almost immediately and he's walking towards you, there's a very high chance he's just gonna hit you with the roundhouse. So it's not that I have the reaction speed to see the roundhouse, it's more that I'm predicting he's gonna be using it next. Double punch. Double punch after this. Never mind. My predictions are off. Look at the palm. Missed. Camera shake. Delay. Ah, come on. I get a little anxious when I know the roundhouse kick is going to be the one that's coming up next. Double kick. Double punch. Let's back off on the final one. Yeah, I feel like that might be a better way to do it instead of trying to sneak in an attack there. When he's sideways, things can be like really weird. And baiting out his kick seems to be a better thing to do because it is very predictable, right? As long as you don't get caught up in the delay there. Still not doing it right. I wonder why is it sometimes you can just use the gap closer to get close to him, but other times there's like an invisible barrier there that prevents your character from getting close. Yeah, he doesn't like it when you knock him out of it. He'll almost go immediately back to it after hitting you with something. Okay, that's another variation that throws me off. Because usually, right, usually after the double palm, he'll go for the palm and the kick. But that time he went for the palm and double palm again, which always throws me off. Pause. And delay, remember the delay in between? Running well, they have a training mode though. Double kick, double punch. Let's just get away, bait out his kick. Yeah, this feels a lot more comfortable. Instead of trying to get close. Look at the palm. Nope, missed the timer. Too late. Camera shake. If you get to phase 3 just from hitting him, using that over and over again, that's totally fine. We practice phase 3 then, because we need the phase 3 practice too. I need to unlock him in trial so that we can start doing him a lot easier than trying to do this each time in the overall map. But it is a bit of a test to how much I've absorbed all the practice I'm doing each night. Chin. Yeah, it's the other variation. Now, even that is very much a react thing. You have to look at whether he's still leaning downwards, because if he's leaning downwards, he's going to go with the kick and not the double punch. I don't have time to charge because he's almost immediately going into an attack afterwards. But you can bait out. Yeah, I'm too near the platform. It's messing up the timing for those. But if I can bait out the kick there might be a better way to go instead of trying to get him nearby. Oh, too late. It's delayed, but it's pretty fast and delayed. That was a slow delay. Not at all satisfied. I thought we'd do a lot better after yesterday's practice, but no. Still getting hit. does did a good job of really faking you out. Because most of its hits are like really, really quick parries, but then the kicks and that charge attack is delayed. So you can't just fake it by reacting immediately to everything. You have to remember the delays in his attacks. Such a good fight, man. Oh, too soon. That is an easy one to remember though. And if he does do the double attack there, I am at a distance where I can sort of see it come, even if the timing's a bit off. It's very highly likely he's gonna go roundhouse into that triple kick. Nope, I forgot about the palm strike at the end. Double punch, punch, kick. Roundhouse? No, this is it. This is the full combo. It's only after this. He's gonna do this, and then he'll go into the roundhouse again. Yeah, he already did it. He was doing it off screen while I said it. Yeah, honestly, I have a hard time seeing the roundhouse kick because it comes out so quickly, so I'm just learning how to predict it, more or less. That one might be better dodged on the low blade, just because the animation is so long. I shouldn't have enough time to charge up there. Variation. No, yeah. Not expecting him to do the roundhouse there. Still slow, still slow. We need to be faster than that. Raise hand, double. I don't have a follow-up move there that I could use to keep up the pressure after that. I need a mystic art that helps me that. This might be doing roundhouse or double punch here, or just a charge punch. Nice. Roundhouse. Never mind. He did the sequence of things I said, just not in the order I said. Yeah, I really wish I had something to follow up with an attack there. Missed the timing. What? I feel like kicking myself whenever I get hit by the triple kick, right? It is such an easy parry. It's just spam the parries during that window. soon. And I need to make a mental note of trying to learn the perfect dodge timing for that. And away from the arena edge, because we're near the edge here. Things get weird. Enough time to do one charge at least. Although he's not getting stunned here. I wonder if he will in the map. It's a bit of a shame it's not like a guaranteed stun, because that would have helped immensely. We didn't have to worry about getting hit there. Backwards though. Delay. Because he doesn't change the direction there, right? We might just be able to get a mobile charge off there if we manage to get a perfect dodge timing. We can probably combine it with the goose to even give us an additional charge time. This is a roundhouse. If he's walking towards you, he's just gonna do an attack. He's not gonna do the jump and delayed kick. Should be testing me charge timings for that. I knew it was coming and I still couldn't parry that first attack. That roundhouse kick is going to be the bane of my existence when I'm trying to do this at least. Enough time to get one charge, but you do need to parry there. Because even with the one charge, he does attack you. I hope that is not an animation lock attack. Okay, I still want more, but still feel like we need more practice on this phase because I'm getting hit still. Ideally we should be countering everything, but we'll do phase 3 training too because I want to at least wipe him off the map so we can practice him on trials. And I have no idea what the timings are for this, so Okay, calm down. He does the roundhouse, but just slowly this time. Man, I hate this one. Yeah, this is gonna be another thing that's gonna be very difficult to no-hit. Because you need to be deflecting his actual self and not the clones. The clones have a lot of HP. So each time you deflect one, the others disappear. I wonder if you should just be running here, though I end up deflecting the clones too there. The timing for him appearing isn't too bad. If we have enough stamina, we can just run around the arena. Although, those clones follow me for ages. Now let's see if we can get this pattern down. Or whatever pattern he's doing, because I am not at all familiar with all these attacks. I had to do that the moment he appears. Oh my god, this phase is going to be extremely freaky. Not the clones again. Too bad we can't knock him out of the sky and prevent this from ever happening. And dodging this way is not good, because Tian Ying appears where your character is facing. And if you're dodging backwards, chances are you're going to miss the timing for this. This is tiling on me right now. Doing all the flips and the twirls. Yep, yep. Oh, I need an effective strategy for the clones. Maybe actually move with something a bit faster and not the mobile. Now I'm out of XG. Having 3 clones doesn't help either. I need to get the very first effect, just so we have less enemies to deal with. Oh, he's missing because I'm slightly lower. Arena problems. Oh, the arena again, because I got to the side again. Ah, really quick. Okay, I think I see the time for that one at least. Can I just knock you out with an arrow? If only, right? Now let's see. Come on up here quickly. No, we didn't get it. I'm not getting that one either. It looks so slow, but it just comes off so fast the time you do it. Oh boy, this is gonna take a lot of practice. I'm not even familiar with these patterns. And like phase 2, we keep doing this, which is not very ideal for us at all. Almost out of stamina here. Yeah, I had a feeling the other clone will catch up. I need to manage my stamina there too. One of his attacks there? To delay it slightly more. Yeah, I'm not at all sure how to deal with this phase. I think the best way to do this fight might just be to damage them fast enough so that you never have to deal with these clones, because they are relentless. So why do you need poison? I thought I had my healing pot. I was using my healing pot. I was using the augment, the poison augment. Just look at him working towards us. Got a bunch of defense off there, but not too good. It's doing it on random. I'm not understanding the pattern yet. I wonder if his clones stagger. Oh, they do. That, wow, okay. That doesn't really help, but okay. Okay. I'm waiting for an extra tail there, but it's not coming. Ow. Did it appear? He appeared the other way. Yeah, if I mistime the drawing effect too, it's not ideal. Maybe not the way to go here. Just running around might be the better way to do it. It's just that the clones are so fast. sparing the clones. Or die trying. They are doing the attack he's doing, right? So it might be this good practice opportunity here. Yeah, that's what the clones do a lot when you're running. Probably enough time to use barricade here too. One of the clones didn't get drawn in. Up here? Up here? Oh, he took his sweet time there. We have enough stamina to... Okay, I'm just gonna practice with you. But the problem is if I try to parry this guy, the actual Tian's just gonna appear and bonk me. And the clones are doing not just one attack. Well, maybe they are, because this is the combo that I see them using the most, right? That 4-hit combo. Ow. Along with the little swipe there. Delay on the double kick. Oh, he is scary, I tell you. Just very confusing. Discombobulate your enemy, something like that. Like, gather together, friends. I didn't hit the other claw. Ideally, I should be grouping them together, right? Yeah, I can't back away. Because if I do, I'll miss the timing to hit Tian. It's always the third one. Blade. What? That has to be faster. Got lucky there. But at least I have some footage of when to press the button. Oh, he appeared almost immediately there. And now I can't see him. Maybe just running is the better tactic to do here. But then these guys can follow me across the entire map too. Which is not fun. Does that work if I actually deflect them? Like, do they disappear? Or I'm just dying here. Use the pot. Okay. Can I put you guys on fire? Does that help at all? It's not interrupting them. That's the problem, though. The goose. Give me time to escape to the other side of the map. They crossed the entire length of the battlefield with just one attack. Ow. Honestly, I'm just using the clones as a training dummy now. And devs, I know you're probably not watching the stream, but if you are, or if somebody's watching it, please tell the devs to make the arena flat. Because actually missing the parry because you're slightly lower than him is not fun. Delay the double kick. Why did I miss there? Okay, I'm gonna have to look at his dagger for that one. I had enough time to get barricade here, but it doesn't really help too much. Although it does give me a good distraction, just to... That works pretty well. The drawing effect works pretty well. As long as I can see where they are. And time the dodge properly. No, the parry properly, not the dodge. It's not too delayed, just a slight delay before I'm gonna do it. I'm also realizing he doesn't have any red attacks. Delay. That comes out quick. Look at the dagger. No. Yep, there we go. Yeah, that seems to be a good way of getting rid of one clone. I should be able to get rid of the other here. And then use a drawing effect to knock this guy down. Tian should appear now. There we go. That might be a good strategy to go if you're on Moblade. Pull up here? Yeah. And delay. Remember to delay. Never mind. You got staggered. Even if you miss the spam there the first time, you can hit it if you just keep going. Dagger? Too early. Wait a minute, that was different. Get in the middle of two clones, wait for Tian. Yeah, keep running until we can get rid of the other one. Now, yeah. Drawing. Wait for Tian. Ah, it's a good strategy. I just need to get the timing right. I wonder if it's because my character is a bit short. He keeps missing. In between two clones, draw in, wait for Tian. No, I didn't get it. I need the timing to be perfect for this. And now I'm out of stamina. Oh, whoa. We are in a bit of a bind here. He should be appearing any second. Yep. There we go. Throwing these guys in. Second one. Yeah. Yep. There we go. Bubble. Get our resources. Wait for it. Tian. Too early. It is nice that he appears exactly for the timing of your attacks, in a sense. The vacuum effect on the Moblade. One, third one. Remember the delay, I forgot this time. Wait for the spinning. Maybe third phase? Well, that attack doesn't feel too difficult. This is the annoying part, honestly. Yeah? No. Could be a fairy. Okay, there we go. And then one at a time from these attacks. Wow, so quick. Two. Delay. Swipe. Wow. I'm not even sure what to do here, to be honest. Guess we just need to practice to learn the rest of the moves. Wait, oh, he moved away. Okay, we got one at least. Run, no. No, not that attack. That is the one attack that I don't want him to use. The one that just covers the entirety of the map. And he used it right when I saw him. Calm down. Delay. Wow. Okay, I was so distracted by the delay that I completely got part there. Honestly, that move where he does like all the dashes and disappearing might be the easiest one to parry. It has a pretty good tilt. No, the other clone got me doing the end. I was locked. This should be fine. Okay, maybe not fine. I'm getting hit by everything now. Oh, missed it. I need to be looking at my character just so I can deal with where he is appearing. Yeah, I can't be looking behind me. timing for that. 2. Lay a little more there. Gotta remember he's gonna appear there. I keep forgetting. Just because I'm happy that the clones are getting caught up. As you can see, I'm getting very much beat up by this boss over here called Tian Ying. I've been practicing him for like the last 3 days. He's a very fun fight, but very tough. I'm gonna get him, it's just gonna take an extremely long time. Right now, I'm trying to practice enough of, so let me lower the music a bit. It is so booming in the background, right? Lower it just ever so slightly. Not hitless at the moment, but yes, I will be trying to do this hitless too. Right now, I'm trying to just defeat him from the world map so that I can actually do it in the trials itself. And he is proven to be extremely challenging. Like just learning all the patterns in all his phases. Because it's fun, right? I guess there's something very satisfying about actually managing to beat a boss without getting hit. It feels like a bit of a mastery thing. Although trying to master this is gonna take a very long time. Especially this, right? Having all the clones running after you. And then him just appearing in the middle of nowhere. Oh, that's totally fine, right? In fact, oh, you know what? I accidentally pressed it, but this is a good opportunity. In fact, that's totally fine as well. As you can see, if we go over to the world map, let me just head over to Bamboo Grove for a bit. Yeah, that's what happens to me too, right? I start to do just a random thing. I'll be like, I'm gonna go after this quest for a bit, and then I'll get distracted by something. I'll run into an encounter, I'll find a collectible, and then I'll just spend hours and hours doing it. And I just had to stop and be like, you know what? I'm just gonna go after bosses. And right now I'm focusing on that one. It is so addicting after a while. But yeah, in case you're wondering, it's the same for me as well. I have been to Kaifeng, right? But when you compare the completion percentages, it's like 14%, 18%. I have spent the majority of my time in Qinghe. I've done only like 2 quests over here. 2 quests. The rest of the time I've been trying to slowly just increase my percentages for the exploration for these areas. I was like, I'm not going to move to Kaifeng until I get at least above 80% for all the areas in Qinghe first. And while I was on that quest, that's when we ran into this boss over here. And he is proving to be an extreme challenge. So yeah, I've been practicing him for the last 3 nights. Oh, are you a strategic sword player? It is a good one to go for. I seem to have gotten a message. Probably someone... Oh, just the NPCs. Never mind. I thought it might have been someone asking for a heal. But that was a while ago. He is optional, so you don't need to do him to go to Kaifeng, but he is very much tied to just about everything that happens in... in Shinkai, right? Not gonna spoil. Not gonna spoil. The only thing I will say is if you go over the story, now if I can find it, journal, not world. What was it again? Was it journal campaign? Jianku Legacy, right? Tales and Echoes. Whoa. Okay. Our main campaign story. I'm not gonna go. I'm gonna switch to Bright Tide, so I'm not spoiling you. Our main campaign story happens on the top. That's for our character. But everything that happens in the Dark Surge is related to a key character in the background, and this boss is related quite a bit to that one. So if you want the full experience, it might be worth a try to defeat him. And don't worry, there are ways to make him easier. I'm not doing as much damage to him on practice mode, but when I actually fight him, I'm doing a lot of damage because it's in the overworld itself, right? And as you can see, I haven't even broken past 50. My character is still 50. Still 50. She's not beyond that level. So there is a lot we can do till we go to Kaifeng. Same, right? And it's one of the most frustrating things of actually doing this, because trying to 100% a lot of the areas is very, very tricky, because it almost feels like it's bugged sometimes. I got to the Wolf Lady just once. I won't spoil how, but you can actually meet her by doing something over in Qinghe. Oh, you ran from her. I managed to get her once, but I need to do her properly, and I think she's a lot much later. I have a feeling I know exactly what happened to you as well, because she is part of a quest over in Qinghe. But yeah, same as you, to be honest. I'm just exploring and enjoying. At least I was, until I ran into this guy, right? Because in addition to like getting all the fights, one of the things I want to do is get all the sword trials. Get them like all hitless as much as possible. I have the sleeping douse left though. Now, if you are above 50 with strategic sword, then you're doing excellent, right? You're way ahead of everything. Like, strategic sword is definitely my preferred DPS one. Though I'm very caught up with nameless sword as well. I feel like even though it's the basic one, it's very good, the nameless stuff. Yeah, that's the same. I'm trying to do it. Here's the funny thing. Most of the time I'm running around on Thundercry Blade, and the way that Thundercry Blade works is that if you defend like the normal block, it allows you to do your charge attack almost immediately. So actually deflecting is not the way to go, but I kind of want to do it just the same way, use the Sekiro style with the parry. But parrying in this game is so tricky, especially with some of these bosses, right? I can totally understand wanting to do it that way. But yeah, you're probably gonna get a bit spoiled here, because this is definitely a very hidden boss. And the challenge of this fight is that he has 3 phases. What you saw was me practicing the 3rd phase, because he is absolutely overwhelming. Oh no, it's actually pretty possible to perfect parry her too. Just gotta hang in there and learn the pattern after getting beaten to death many times. Yeah, in case, like, I think the fact that there are like all these fallen signposts sort of indicates how challenging this boss fight is. You forget very fast. Okay. Yeah, I'm probably gonna be doing this for a bit more. Unfortunately, I'll have to stop stream for a bit, since I had to turn in to get ready for work tomorrow. Ow. And whenever I get hit, I also kind of want to restart. And you can't quite do that unless... Well, I guess I can find a fast travel back around out from here to restart? Yeah, I can. Okay. Like, his phase 1 is totally fine. It is the easiest of the phases. But once you get to phase 2, it gets really challenging. Doesn't help that I'm on the heaviest weapon and I refuse to let go of using the Mo Blade. I like it too much. That one always gets me. Comes out so quick. We're not doing the secure this time, that's for sure. And would you believe that this phase is the easiest one to actually parry? I'm just eating all the hits. Okay, we're restarting. We're going to the map and restarting. I think part of the reason I'm having so much trouble is my PC can't run it properly, but I'm running it here just so that we can see the controller inputs and I can use it as a reference later. I have not played Kazan, but a lot of people have been recommending it to me. It's one of those games that have been on my to play list. Like, a lot of people have recommended the first Berserker to me. But I'm wondering if I should pick it up, because I know like Code Wayne is releasing very soon too. So if I'm not too caught up in where winds meet, I might go for Code Wayne first. So where is my mouse? Let me lock my preview over here. Oh, it's not for Reach. It's just that I'm kind of a fan of Code Wayne. I'm not sure if you're too familiar with it, but Code Wayne has some ties to a Monster Hunter game called God Eater. That's why I sort of like it, because God Eater was one of my favorites. It's very, you can think of it like Monster and like anime Monster Hunter, right? And Code Wayne has a bit of a connection to it if you played the first game, and they're really taking that connection with the second one. But don't worry, Kazan is definitely on my list. I will play that game. So many people have told me that the bosses are just great in it. So I do believe the main character is voiced by Ben Starr. Why am I getting hit by that? Really wish there was an easier way for us to restart. Oh, cannot? Oh, is it because I'm knocked over? Okay, yeah, it's because I'm knocked over. Yep, that's another reason, right? Because it is voiced by Ben Starr. Though I think after playing Final Fantasy 16 for so long, I really can't see any character voiced by Ben Starr other than as Clive. Or Expedition. Verso from Expedition. And chances are Ben Starr's probably gonna be the one who's selected for the Game Awards Best Voice Actor, right? It's either Ben Starr or Jennifer English. Nice. Just put our shields up here. I should not have attacked there. If I do attack him, I'll have to attack him like real quick. Wow, I've been practicing phase 2 for so much, my timing for phase 1 is now completely off. The selections for the Game Awards are actually like really good on all the nominees this time. I looked at a lot of them on the list and I'm like, yeah, I can kind of see you guys being here. I totally expect it. I forgot. If you die, we're restarting. I want to get to phase 2 here, even if we're dying. And it is easier for you to just interrupt that. I'm doing it with the dodge to use the charge on the move blade. So I can't be the only one who's reminded of the Halo theme during this fight, right? Me too, and it's been nominated for so many things. I look at one nomination and like Expedition, another one, Expedition again. Expedition is definitely the darling favorite this time. Okay. Once more, we gotta get to phase 3 before I go back to practice. And you know what? I'll just get to phase 3 and call it for tonight. That's what we're gonna do. Because I'm actually out of time. It should have started a lot more earlier today, but hey, I saw the Game Award stuff and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna check this out before I begin. Arc Raiders, I'm gonna bet, like, Arc Raiders is part of the best community game, right? Best multiplayer game too, I think. And I'm gonna bet it's gonna win one of those. At least one. That will be my guess. We'll see in 2 days' time. Right.
10个。
Because it came out a bit late in the season, right? But I wouldn't worry about it too much, because if Where Winds Meet's popularity keeps going on like this, it's very highly likely it's gonna get best online game or something. I'm pretty sure of it. Maybe not for this one, not this year, I mean, but maybe. I'm getting it right, that's why. Yeah. Maybe not for this year, but if they can keep the support going, and we have a lot more content that we're getting from the Chinese side, if they can keep the support going, there is a very high chance they're going to snag the multiplayer stuff. Because it's been a while since I've seen such support for a game like this. And work out the bugs, right? That's true too. See, here's the thing. I was very excited for the game. I just watched the trailers. On launch day, I begin, and then I realize it has like a lot of gacha elements, a lot of the same mechanics that gacha games have, and I completely didn't feel like playing it. So after it's released, I stopped for like 2 days, and I'm like, you know what? Let me give this a chance again. And despite being a gacha, despite having all these menus and all these upgrades, right? You have to develop your weapons, you have to develop your inner rays, and then you have to develop the inner rays itself. All those menus, I don't like those elements. But despite that, I still ended up playing this for I don't even know for how long, right? At some point, I took a look at my console and I realized I had like 70 hours on Where Winds Meet. And that is a first for me, or for a game like this, right? And that's 70 hours only on console. On PC itself, I have an extra 30 hours, which means that I have over a total of 100 hours on this game already. So yes, even though it's like this, they've managed to win me over. I don't know. I always feel like one of the things that I have, and I'm not gonna try and rain on your parade because I know a lot of people love this game, but personally, right? Personally, for me, I dislike the idea of having to upgrade stuff over and over again. I'm not even using this. Why do I even have this? Let me change to something else here. Okay, we'll go with Divine Roulette for now, just because I'm not using it. Oh, it's not the gacha part itself that I dislike. That's totally fine. I understand. It's all the upgrades, right? See, with most gacha games, what they'll try to do is add random elements, and even Where Winds Meet has it, like if you want to optimize your weapon, you have to tune it to get the recommended ability you want for it, right? For my Moblade, I have a Silk Bind attack, which is totally useless. So what you have to do is farm and keep tuning until you get the right one you need. You don't need to do this, but if you want to optimize as much as you want to, you need to do a lot of farming. And that's the point where I'm like, okay, you guys are sort of trying to waste my time. And it's the same with everything else, right? You have to enhance all your stuff. And once you break past 50, you have even more. I'm not as much of a WoW player, so I can't quite compare there, but I am a Final Fantasy player, so a Final Fantasy 14 player, so I can have a sort of comparison there. With Final Fantasy 14, for example, right? There is no randomness to the relics. There is a bit of a grind, but there is no randomness as to what you're going to get. You have complete control over what you're going to put into the stats. So stuff like that. And the difference here is that I always see this comparison, right? A lot of people are like, okay, gacha and MMOs are very much the same thing, but it's kind of not. Once again, I'm not trying to sound defiant, and I'm not saying that gacha is bad and MMOs are good. It's not like that. It's totally up to the player itself. But the way MMOs work is that if you subscribe to it, you're getting all the content, right? But with the gacha, if you put money into it, there's a chance you might get what you want. If you put money into it, you're rolling it for the chance. But with an MMO, you subscribe, you put in the time, you are definitely going to get it. Especially with more recent MMOs like, again, 14 and Guild Wars 2, because they tend to reduce the amount of RNG for what you get. But they still keep you on the grind, so both of them like to waste time. So yeah, go for what you prefer. I'm not going to stop anyone from enjoying what they like. The good part is that those gamblers actually allow the devs to be paid and allow us to enjoy the content too. That said, I have put in some money to this game as well, so I can't quite say anything against it. Just for the costumes though, I'm not gonna go for that 40k boat. True, I feel the same, to be honest. The boat is insane, right? But at least it keeps us funded. That's the nice part. As for the MMO part of things, I have been playing it solo, so I can't quite comment, but hopefully you are enjoying the community, because the few times I've been on online mode, everyone has been like really friendly. Especially the healers, right? They're like, oh, let me heal you. Have you got something? Let me heal you. Like, every healer around will come running the moment you get a sprain. And then you have the mini games and even just people in the guilds talking and everything. It is a very fun experience. The signposts are straight out of the Souls games, right? It's fun to see the comments in them too. I appreciate the fact that a lot of them actually tell you where to, like, give you hints for quests and stuff, because that makes things a lot easier. And I feel like the devs made the quest so obscure, right? Just so, I'm not even focusing on the fight, but just so that people will help. Or be funny about it, yeah. And for your solo point, I play solo too most of the time, right? I can't even play the group content in this game. My connection to whatever servers they have is so bad. I look, like, occasionally you see the ping next to your minimap. I checked that ping once and it said 999 plus MS. And I was like, yeah, okay, no, we'll just play it solo. So I will run around the world map on online mode now and then, but for the content, I usually just play the solo stuff. But even if you have like a bad connection to it, I recommend just jumping into the world map just to see the other people running around. No, you don't have to play with them. You can just run past them. It's fine. I am in the middle of nowhere in the Indian Ocean. So, how do I put it? So, yeah, that's your hint. I'm not from India, right? I am in the Indian Ocean. So we are very far from whatever server the game is implemented in. The answer, by the way, is that I live in the Maldives, which is primarily known for its resorts and tourism, and also our fish and diving. Ow, I always forget he does the palm strike there. Wow, you didn't get staggered this time. Oh, come on, no. Gotta get at least phase 1 perfect, otherwise we're not getting the phase 2 down easily. A German? Interesting guess. Do I sound German? I think that's the first time anyone has said that I sound distinctively German. But no, I'm from the Maldives. I totally understand if people don't know where that is. We are very little. We are like an insignificant speck on the world map. We are mostly known for tourism because we have a lot of resorts over here. You can think of us like a tropical resort island, more or less. That's pretty much us. Oh, you're from Romania. That explains why. Well, oh, okay. Not as much as us. Romania, I at least know Romania, right? You'd be surprised at the number of people I've met who were like, where is the Maldives? Is that a real country? Like, I've heard of you guys. I don't know much about you all, but I've heard of you all. But that explains why the other day you and Majin were talking about snow. or the lack of snow over there during the season. Okay. Yeah, that's what we're primarily known for. Going on vacation. But I have genuinely met a few people, especially during the early days of MMO stuff, right? Where people that didn't know where Maldives was, and I sort of understood like immediately. Ow. Alright, I'm just gonna die so that we can restart. Well, I'm not sure how much... Yeah, I recall you guys talking about the fact that there was no snow. See, has someone from the Maldives who we primarily get sunny weather? I feel like I might be in the same boat as Majin, because I love cold weather. Like, I would prefer if it rained or snow over the sun any day. But it's not fun if it's humid. But other than that, it's great. If only, right? If only. You can send your season over here, and I'll send mine there. Okay, we're doing pretty good this time. Now you really don't want to get hit on phase 1 because this is the easiest phase. I say as I get hissed. I assume so, right? He did stream today, I believe, though. I kind of missed it because I was at work. He was happy about getting annual leave, so maybe he's preparing for vacation. Well, I don't think Majin mentioned anything like that either, so... Alright, time for the character to bring out his JoJo stand. Same. Because of my... Well, because I am in the Maldives, most of my work timings tend to align with when most of people are streaming, unfortunately. Yeah, Martin's very nice that way. I had him come on to my stream a few times, and I've been frankly quite surprised. I was never expecting to meet someone who has friendly on Twitch. Like, everyone who's I've met with Majin too, right? You, Swerk, everyone is like really, really helpful. Exactly, he's so friendly. I kind of never expected that to happen, right? I've watched a few Twitch streamers. I am not even one of those people who watches Twitch so much, but Majin streams are one of the few I'll tune into because he's always... he feels like he's just so happy for you to be there, and he's happy to just help you out. That bait and switch. Do you stream as well, Miss Anarchy? Okay, no. I got hit way too early. We're gonna restart. You know what? You know what? Let me just do this real quick. Since you mentioned Majin coming on your stream. There we go. Now I will know. No, it's totally fine. Like I said before, I'm not much of a Twitch watcher, mainly because I don't really have the time too much for it. I tend to come home, get whatever needs to be done at home done, do my own commissions for people. And then I usually have the night. And at least I didn't usually watch Twitch streams until I met Majin, right? Like, interacting with Majin has been fun, and I feel like chatting with people might be the same for me as well. So yeah, I'd love to just stop by and chat too. So it's no worries. Honestly, it's the same reason that I'm here, right? Not a lot of people where I am tend to enjoy the same games as I do, so having people just come into my stream and chat about their day, whether it's not snowing about Christmas or they're having trouble with Dragon's Dogma, it's just fun to chat with people about their interests and days. So I can see where it's coming from. It's a bit of an alien thing too, because a lot of people feel like, okay, you're not being, video games are for kids, so yeah, kind of difficult to talk to people around it. For me personally, right? I am not quite sure how it is over in Romania, though. I feel like you guys will be a lot more accepting of video games. Oh, is it the same? Oh, surprising. Because I know there are like a few Romanian video game producers. The trend has changed somewhat with the younger crowd. They're like more accepting of video games, but there is still a bit of stigma regarding playing video games over here. Hate it. I really wish I could pause this. Is Romania a very traditional country? I need to look up my information for Romania so that I don't look too ignorant, like the person in the middle of the ocean like I am. No, it's the same around here. You're in fact you're kind of pressured to do that. Surprising, in a sense. Oh, I was not expecting to get that combo in full. Ow. How again? I already used one pot too. I didn't even realize. Honestly, when it comes to stuff like this, I'm of the mind just you take your time with it. And yeah, I think you sort of understand our own circumstances over here, so. Oh, I missed the timing. And I got hit. Whoa. Ah. Well, yeah, I guess partly it's because it's just they're so used to it. It's difficult for me to explain. I feel like the older generation are like it's easy to do. It's easy to connect with other people, but that's not the case for a lot of us now, especially with social media and how times have changed, right? But yeah, I went with a similar conversation with my family as well. You might have not expected it since I'm male, but hey, we are pressured to marry early too. You are not seen as successful if you're not married. Ah, wow, okay. I should really try taking more risks and charging the low blade. Hey, good phase one, even though I got hit. Chop chop. Yeah, gotta do it quick. I still wish we managed to do that without getting hit. Ideally you want to do phase one without getting hit at all. Because this is a very long fight. And you want to save up all your pots as much as you can. It's a shame we can't attack during this too. You're sort of forced to wait. Thankfully, my damage is high enough that I can take chunks of his health bar. Oh, wow. Okay, he killed me with that. I was not expecting that to happen. Oh no, okay. Okay. The umbrella and I have a bit of a complicated history. To be very honest, I don't think I like the umbrella as much. I think the mechanic for the umbrella is very cool, right? Making sure you have enough blossoms to switch out to your fan, to your inkwell, or whatever other weapon you're using. In your case, it should be strategic sword, right? But The one thing I don't like, I switched to Umbrella after playing Melee for like 70 hours or so, right? I think I tried Umbrella once I came onto PC. And the one problem that I have with the Umbrella is that sometimes, no, a lot of times the Umbrella has a tendency to actually block the view of the boss. So it becomes a bit difficult to learn the patterns when you can't see them. That's my only gripe with it, to be honest. I think it's a fun weapon, but the fact that you can see sometimes with some of the umbrellas, right? Especially the one that's given to you on the trial on Snake Doctor. That is so difficult to see. And that is the ideal way to play, right? You want to fill up your gauge, have it float around you, and then switch almost immediately. It took me a while to realize that. Exactly. That's the reason why I have so much trouble with the umbrella. It would all be a lot easier if they allowed you to sort of raise the camera, right? The default camera for Where Winds Meet is behind your character like this. If it allowed you to just slightly raise it above, it would be perfect. But the lock-on immediately pushes it like to this level around. I hope they fix it soon, because the umbrella is fun, but not seeing stuff, not as much fun. I tried it, but not on this computer, since I have like a standard monitor, not a wide one. Oh, wow, okay. Oh, I'm just dropping frames left and right. This is also primarily the reason why I play on console too, because my PC is not capable of running Where Winds Meet without dropping a few frames. Not doing phase 1 too good this time. Oh, I thought he might die from that way I use it immediately. Well, I'm gonna guess that you are primarily a PC player. That's probably why you have a tougher time with controllers. Okay. Wow, okay. Only PC. Okay, I totally understand that. Because if you've only been playing with PC, you're accustomed to using keyboard and mouse. And it is a lot better of a way in a majority of games, whether it's MOBAs, CRPGs, even just shooters, right? Shooters are the best ones for PC. So yes, but I'm primarily a console gamer. I have a lot more difficulty with the keyboard and mouse. Although over time, I've noticed that I've been able to play a lot better in some games. Like recently, I've been playing V Rising, and it is a lot easier on keyboard and mouse. And if the game is good, most of the time the camera, you don't need to adjust the camera too much. Doing so bad tonight. Now, I have to try keyboard and mouse on Where Winds Meet. I have not yet tried. With most action games, I'm like, okay, you definitely need to be on controller. Especially if it's like a A game which has secure pairing? Oh, is Wu-Chang bad for keyboard and mouse? That was one of those games that I was not expecting to enjoy as much as I did. I need to go back to Platinum Wu-Chang. It's a very good phase 1 there. Ah, the delay. So I forgot to put on my shield. It is very easy. It starts like once you get to Hongland, like some of the bosses are really challenging, right? Especially Hongland. Once you get to Hongland, you might be mistaken into thinking the game's gonna be very, very challenging. But afterwards, it's actually, did I knock him out? Wow, okay, I was not expecting that to happen. I didn't even know you could knock him out of that. I need to heal here. You can knock him out of it. Wow. That is good to know. No need to waste your time doing that entire little shenanigan. Oh yeah, back to Mikh'a. You feel like it might be difficult once you get to bosses like Hongland, but it is not at all bad, and it gets easier the more you do like New Game Plus and everything. And this time we weren't able to get him. It is by far the easiest Souls game that I've played. Phase 3. Yeah, I think this might be... I'm not gonna do this phase because he is very challenging here. Oh, not the move I was expecting you to do. You got staggered there. Wow, okay, not expecting that. Now, it's funny you should mention that. Because the final boss was a bit more difficult to me compared to the other bosses. For me personally, right? I can't even attack there. No, I should not have used that. Yep, he's gonna kill me for sure. 9,999. Oh wait, was it the Lotus Flame spell? Because I think I figured that out on my second playthrough. The one where you hold it up and it just spews flames everywhere. It eats up all of the larger bosses. Yeah, exactly. You're right. any large boss, the Lotus Flame just eats it up. Okay, well, I'm gonna teleport out of the bamboo grove because I think I'm kind of done for the night. Need to turn in so that I can get ready for work tomorrow. I was on leave the last few months, so and there's a bunch of stuff just piled up, so not looking forward to that. Yeah, thanks for joining me on stream, Miss Anarchy. I am gonna call it and head to bed. Thank you. There will be a lot indeed. If anyone else is watching, take care and good night. And with that, here's Mikh'a signing off. Good night, everyone.